I weighed 330 national championship game. So
How do you gain weight?
just they feed us really well. I mean, you're
I
eating.
would have thought you'd lose weight as you go. That's crazy.
Yeah, I fluctuated between 312 and 330 the whole season. So
315 feels good.
We'll start there. You obviously lost some weight in the off season. What kind of motivated that?
I kind of looked back on the season and kind of saw where I was struggling at last year and in my quickness, and I had to drop a few pounds, and hopefully that's working out for me good, and it seems like it's going pretty good so far. So maybe drop a few more and see where we're at.
Is that something Cochran kind of does, or you talk to him and you okay, eat this, do these exercises, whatever? Or
A little
is that
bit.
just your own deal?
It's a little bit of both. They kind of recommend that you drop weight, and they definitely want you under a certain weight, but after that it's kind of on you where you want to be, and just where we feel like we play comfortable at. So I think 315 is a pretty good weight for me. 310 would be also nice. So
Is that to get to the next level? Not NFL, but hitting and getting to the linebacker?
yes, sir.
kind of
Yes, sir. And then coming from my left and changing direction, go to my right. I mean, it's just all across the board. It's helped me out a little bit.
Is that something that you've seen like from the whole line? Has the whole line tried to drop weight, or?
I think everybody has their own weight that they like to play at. Some people are the big and strong, powerful guys, and some guys need a little bit more quickness because they're not that athletic like myself. But yeah, I mean, it's just goes person to person. So
Talk a little bit about, everybody's asked about Brian and what he's bringing. What's the difference for you? I'm sure there's some calls different and everything. What do you like about it, and what's different?
love it. They've really came in and cleaned things up. There's really no gray area anymore. We're trying to figure out how to get the ball going downhill, and just not having to worry about if this happens, if that happens. It's more defined rules and things of that nature.
Is it quicker stuff? Is it changed with schemes? I'm not asking to break down film, but is it changed for what you guys do, zone blocking, demand blocking, or anything like that?
Not really. It's about the same. It's just more. It's cleaned up, basically.
Anything else? Yeah, I'm sorry. A-Day. Is it a big deal to you guys? I mean, fans love it. We cover. We get to see you. Where is it in your thinking? What is it like? Is it just another practice? Is it I know your family will come down, all that stuff.
A-Day is a pretty big deal to the players. It's we come into it, and defense is hyped up because they want to beat us, and they want to eat steak, and we want to eat steak, and it's always really fun whenever it's a packed house, when you have 101,000 fans there cheering you on. That's always great. So when you look up and you see empty stadium, that's not that fun. But whenever you have it packed out, it's a pretty cool experience. So.
One more question. Just talk about the quarterbacks. I know you worked with Jalen, but the other two, Mac and Tua, and what it's like. What do you see? You've been around and seen some guys. What do you think?
I think they're all pretty good quarterbacks. They're the freshmen that came in. They're really busting their butt, and they're trying to get better and find out a situation of what we have to do this year. And Jalen has really he's matured even more from last year, and obviously he was mature last year. He led us to a national championship and the whole 9 yards. But he's really progressed this season. I think his passing's really picked up. So it's gonna be a good time. So.
I don't know how much different it could possibly be for a center, but is it any different protecting a lefty than it is a righty?
Not really. I mean, it's about the same. You have to keep them clean. So.
Thank you.
No problem.
Dude, what are the girlfriends like?
It's kind of more challenging for you playing baseball. How do you work that out with spring baseball?
Well, I can't do it by myself. I mean, Coach Goff and Coach Saban, they pretty much do all the behind-the-scenes work, figuring out a schedule for me to juggle both. So, I mean, it's a little grueling every now and again, but when spring training hits, it's football for me until spring is over, and then I'll go back to baseball. That's how it is at the beginning as well. So
does life get a little bit easier for you after A-Day?
a little bit, it does. I mean, as soon as A-Day's back, done, excuse me, Coach Goff and Coach Saban will meet again probably, and they'll discuss how I'm going to do the rest of the baseball season. So,
What's it been like? Because last year you were doing pretty good at both.
Yes, sir.
This year, has it been a little bit more of a struggle or better? Or balance of both?
It's. What do you mean a struggle?
Well, I mean,
like
I know you're doing a lot of first team reps and stuff
Oh,
here
okay.
and everything. And mentally for you, is it harder to go?
No,
over there, you know what I
it's
mean?
really not, because last year was that first year of like trial and error, I guess you could say. I think I'm more comfortable with here at football and over there at baseball. I understand what I can do, how I can push my body to benefit both teams. So I don't think it's more difficult this year than last year.
How much of it is, it's just time management?
A lot of it's time management. I mean, I have to understand what I can do without getting overworked. So, I mean, if I'm overworking myself, I'm not going to be any good for either sport. So you just have to understand how to take care of your body, all the stuff that both teams preach about. Even just having an athlete playing just that one sport, just me playing two, I just have to be more on top of it and get my schooling done and not try to like over pressure myself.
A couple more. Coach always talks about each team has its own individual identity and all those things you've heard a million times, I'm sure. But so what is this team's with you getting some of those first team reps in spring and your identity helping get the defense where it needs to be every time?
Well, the defense is going to be what the defense has always been here at the University of Alabama. It's going to be hard-nosed. It's going to fly to the ball. That's our identity as a football team altogether. And that's the same thing what the offense is going to do. That's what we've been practicing for this entire spring. So we're going to come out, we're going to work fast, we're going to come hit you so you don't want to play us ever again.
Pleased that you're running first team, obviously, or first reps.
I mean,
saying that, but I mean,
right.
it's good for you.
Yes, it is. It's good for experience for me. I feel more comfortable this year calling plays and just getting everybody else ready. But I mean, everybody on that defense understands there is no depth chart or anything. We're just trying to get better each day.
One final thing. There's a it's kind of an understanding that the linebackers here are kind of like quarterbacks from the standpoint of calling the stuff, but also there's a maturation, that kind of a natural. You don't see many guys come in the middle and play immediately a lot. Is there truth to that, or not
I
necessarily?
mean, there might be a little truth to that, but I would say for this defense and just this family that we have, we piggyback off of each other. We're always pushing each other, helping each other out for little calls like that. I know, for example, Deron Payne, I'm making a call or I have to help DBs or know how they're coming down. Deron Payne will step up and take control of all the defensive line, which will help everybody else out in the entire defense to work smoothly.
Thanks, Keith.
Let's do them argue. I can see the top of the mic, and that's where the sound comes in.
Ready? Yeah, good to go. How's spring going? Give us an update on yourself.
On myself?
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I mean, I'm doing pretty good, I would say. Kind of tired some days, but, I'm fighting.
Is your role different since you're older and kind of look-to guy and you're the established guy and you got all these young guys under you?
Yeah, I would say I'm more of a leader on the team now. I'm on leadership, but I got to set an example for the younger guys and show them how it's done, really.
Is that a comfortable thing?
Yeah.
For you?
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about some of those young guys. I know Judy has some of your footwork and Mari's footwork, and it seems like you guys have come from the same mold.
Yeah, I mean, Jeremy and him play at the same high school. I know him for a while. And, we got T.J. Simmons. He's doing real well. We got Terrell. He's doing real well. So all our young guys that came in so far, they're doing the things that we want them to do, and everybody's looking good.
What kind of goals did you set for yourself coming into this spring?
Like I said, I want to be more of a leader on the team, and I'm still trying to do that, be better at that, like vocal-wise. And I just want to become better as a player also, make sure I'm doing everything the right way.
I think a lot of people think we change offensive coordinators as this massive change, and I'm sure there is some, but what do you see from a receiver standpoint in the offensive schemes or terminology or whatever?
The terminology is a little different, but I would say the plays haven't changed so much. They didn't want to change so much, so we'd be all messed up, at least for the spring. But right now, it's real simple. You know, we're gonna see it on A-Day a little something simple, but I really like what we got so far.
You've been through A-Day a couple of times now. What is it a day that you look forward to?
Yeah, I mean, it's fun. A lot of fans out there. It's the last scrimmage, so, you know, we all look forward to going out there and competing against each other. And then spring's over, and then we get a step closer to the fall.
Anything else, guys? Yeah. Thanks, Steve. Wherever. As long as you're not looking over our heads. How's it going? Yeah.
How's the spring been going, man?
It's been going well. You know, just trying to go out there and get better every day and just improve. And, you know, especially as a team, just come together and just see where we are, see where we need to get better at, and just work on that every day.
You're one of those guys that had that, I hate it's not hype, but that makes it sound like it's not true, but you were a highly recruited guy and you've come here and kind of learned and matured and gone on. Tell us about the journey there, and now you're getting ready to have your time, I think.
Yeah, you know, I guess I had a lot of attention, I guess, coming out of high school, but never let it get to me. I always just remained the same, but I was a little bit of a late bloomer, so I had to develop, and I knew that coming in. So just kind of just went ahead and just listened to everything they told me. Just did what I had to do. I put on the weight and just really just followed the lead, and it's paying off.
What is it about this place that makes, you know, really highly recruited guys willing to wait for their turn?
I mean, just there's a number of things that, you know, really will sell you. I mean, there's just the way everything's put together here, the coaches, the staff. You just have all the tools you need, and it's just very helpful. And it's just, like I said, just very well put together, and they've got a winning program here. And it's just the success rate here is just phenomenal on and off the field. So, I mean, I'm set to graduate in December. I hopefully have a bright future on the field as well as upcoming season. So everything just seemed to pay off, and, you know, I'm really enjoying it.
Seems like there's a lot of that trickle down where the older guys will tell the younger guys. I'm sure you're probably telling younger guys, bide your time, stay the course.
Right.
You know what I mean? It'll happen for you, kind of thing.
Yes, sir. I mean, even Ryan Anderson, he always would tell me the same thing, because he kind of had to wait his turn, and it paid off for him. He had a tremendous season last year, I mean, and he has a bright future ahead of him. So I try to relay the same message to the younger guys as well, and just hopefully they can, you know, learn from me as well, and I can just be a positive influence to them.
Talk a little bit about, you don't really replace Tim, but a lot of people are going to look at it like that. Is that nonsense to you, or?
Well, no, I mean, I'm my own player, but you know, people like, it's kind of, that's how it is every year. I mean, everyone looks for the replacements and comparisons, but it doesn't bother me. But I am my own player. I look to, you know, be myself and contribute to this team any way I can, regardless of the situation. And that's kind of what I've been doing since I've been here. So I'm just going to do that the best I can, and really just compete in any position they give me. So if that's rushing the passer, if that's playing Sam in regular, any position, I'm just looking to compete and just do what I can to help this team win.
Are you purely edge, or kind of describe your game? I know Tim was a lot edge, but he had good hands and could shed guys. But talk about your strengths and weaknesses, maybe.
Well, I know, you know, coming in, I definitely was, you know, really relying on my pass rush. That's kind of just, that's one of the main reasons they recruited me. So I definitely wanted to improve on playing the run, and you know, I feel like I've done that over my past couple of years here. I definitely feel like I've gotten a lot better with that, especially with the help of putting on weight. I mean, I really was probably 205 pounds when I got here. I'm up to 240 pounds. So I feel a lot better, I feel a lot stronger, a lot more physical. So, you know, but with my game, I can cover tight ends, play Sam in a regular package, play the edge. I can rush on third down. You know, I can even play end and nickel, and especially against teams with high tempo, fast quarterbacks. So I feel like I'm all around, just kind of have a lot of things to offer, and that's kind of how my game is. I think my biggest trait probably is my diversity, just being able to do a number of things.
Is A-Day fun, or?
Is A-Day fun?
Yeah, I mean, I know you wrap it up, and it's kind of good to get that over with. But what is it like for you guys?
You know, I think it's really fun. I've always enjoyed it. The weather's always been good for me, and not only that, it's almost like just a teaser to the season, and not only to the fans, but for us, just being able to just see who's going to be able to step up for our team, who's going to be our leaders. We try to figure that out right now, and we just try to do what we can to just get the most out of the spring. That way we go into summer workouts and obviously the fall ready to compete and have a great season. So I really enjoy A-Day. I enjoyed it a lot.